Is happening, folks. We are going with some chicken pot pie. Well, at least my version of a chicken pot pie. I just kind of saw some recipes online and I had some leftover ingredients that I wanted to use, and I thought this would be a good idea for that. So those were some baked potatoes that we had the night before. I took the skin off of them and now I'm just chopping them up here into some nice little pieces. What's a chicken pot pie with a little potato in there? I think I'm going to fry those up in the pan also. I like them a little more crunchy or whatnot, so add some good flavor. We're getting our baby carrots in there. Yeah, I use baby carrots because I don't feel like buying the big carrots and like skinning them or whatever you got to do to those, so just the baby carrots. We diced up an onion also in there. So first thing we're going to do is get some olive oil into a pan, and that is my diced up potatoes. So we're going to get this going. Like I said, guys, this is a new recipe for me. I have an idea of what I want to do to make this my way, and my way is not using a pie crust. Nothing against people that like pie crust. I'm not one of them. When I eat pie, I look forward to what's inside the pie, not the crust. So I'm going to do a biscuit topping kind of thing at the end, and you'll see. So, of course, we're going to season our potatoes with the SPGP, the salt, pepper, and garlic powder. We got to hit it with the original Danos. I just picked up the big can at Sam's Club. Pretty happy about that because it's going to last me a while. So we're going to hit that in there. Danos original is really good flavor. Got some good crunch there on the potatoes, and we're going to pull those aside. I actually just picked up this pan not too long ago from Sam's Club. It's a Members Mark pan. I think it's 16 inches, 14. I don't remember what it is, but it's really nice. I like it quite a bit. We're moving on to the carrots and onions in the pan with a little bit of olive oil. We're going to give them the SPGP treatment along with some Danos original, of course. And I'm going to get these rendered down pretty good. I want them to be pretty soft. Honestly, I should have cooked it longer to get those carrots more tender. We've got a can of peas in there, and I don't want to overcook the peas. So we're just going to do it for a little bit. And, of course, when you add a new ingredient, you got to make sure it's seasoned. So, again, with the SPGP and the Danos original, we got about 3 tablespoons of butter in here now. We're going to get ready to make our roux for the chicken pot pie filling. So we want to get this butter melted down all the way. And once that is melted down, we're coming in with a half a cup of flour. We're going to get that good and coated, stir it all around really good. You want to make sure you don't see any white from the flour. Get it stirred, mixed around, incorporated very well. And you're going to cook this for another 3 or 4 minutes or so. I kind of keep it moving around. Don't want anything to burn. Next, we have 2 cups of chicken broth mixed with a cup of heavy whipping cream. And I'm really doing this similar to how I do my sausage gravy. I'm just adding a little bit at a time. And I poured in a bunch of that Danos original seasoning in there too. And then we have the rotisserie chicken that I have here. I pulled it whenever I bought it from the store a few days ago, and I froze it, thawed it out and everything, added some Danos original, of course, to it. No other salt and pepper because it was rotisserie. They already seasoned it, so that's all we needed there. Okay, so here where we're coming in with my biscuit topping. I did a video on this, so you can watch the past video with my biscuits, all the ingredients and everything. So I won't really bore everybody with it again here. But we're adding everything into it. The flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, sugar. And we're going to come in with our, I think it was 6 tablespoons of butter. You want to make sure the butter is cold, preferably frozen. We're going to get that cut up into small chunks because you're going to cut the butter into the flour. I still need to get one of those fancy pastry cutter thingies, so I'm using this meat thing. But if you guys ever want to know where Frank is when I'm cooking, there he is, right standing on my feet. That's always where he's at. So once we get everything good, the butter cut in, I think it's a little over 3/4 cup of whole milk. Get the mixture good. It's going to look like a crumpled mess. Trust the process, guys. That's the way it goes. We're going to get it formed out into a little rectangle, and you're going to fold it 3 times like I just did. Here comes the second time. Only fold it 3 times. Don't want to over knead it. So after the third time, that's when I normally, about right here is when I would start cutting biscuits. But I'm going to do them a little bit flatter, so I went ahead and smushed it out just a little bit more. I'm using a pizza cutter right now to cut kind of like little squares out of this biscuit dough. And I'm going to layer it on top of the chicken pot pie. I just figured that instead of pie crust would be better. Here is the potatoes that I did. My thought process is with the biscuit topping on top of the potatoes, it's going to release some of that butter from the biscuits while it's cooking, and that would go down into the potatoes, and that would taste very good. So we're doing an egg wash, and there you go. Look how good that looks. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, yeah. That is looking pretty darn good. Here we go. It's a chicken pot pie, my version at least. This is it. Very good. This was an absolute hit and a great way to get rid of some leftover ingredients I had. We'll definitely do that again. If I had to do it a little bit differently, I'd want the mixture in the middle to be a little bit more creamier. It was pretty thick, so I'll probably make sure to do a little more chicken broth and heavy whipping cream this time. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Give me a like and follow. We'll catch you on the next one.